Oh man, it even smells like fish out here. Apparently there are supposed to be some storms moving through tonight. So if I catch fish on this rig, then I'm going to show you when I get done how I used it and how I caught the fish. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. I know they still got to be here on these beds. Yep, there's one right there. It's already picking up grass. I think this exposed hook is going to be a bad deal. There it is. You looked at it. Pick it up. Pick it up. There he is. Almost fell in the water. Oh, you suck. Well, I caught it. That's good enough. Second cast. He sucked it right up. That smaller presentation was a good idea. I had that fish caught in a matter of 25-30 seconds. So there was a couple other beds over here that I wanted to try because I knew that there were fish hanging out on them. Oh, there's a big one. That's a big bass. That's a big bass on that bed. I see him. Pick it up. Take it. He looked right at it. Looked right at it. Oh, he bumped it. I felt the end of my line. Pick it up. Pick it up. Now eat it. There we go. Smashed it. Man, what a pretty fish. Look at that. Tiny, tiny little hook. Tiny little hook. And he freaking smashed it. Oh, what a pretty fish. Gosh. Look at that. Look how long it is. I know it's crooked, but sweet. Let's get a picture and get her back in the water. I had a feeling this technique was going to do pretty fair. So
See you later, pretty girl.
What up, guys? Sorry, my SD card apparently was full, so my camera just stopped recording. I had to delete some files that I had on there that I hadn't deleted yet. Stopped and got some water. We're gonna head over to my buddy's pond to see if we can't find some more fish. And ain't nobody behind me. The cars think they know everything. So we are gonna try my buddy's pond and see if there are any fat ones out here on the beds. The only thing that I did not bring were my mud boots, because it gets pretty soggy over here. But nevertheless, I got some new baits that I want to try. I got some new whopper ploppers that I showed you in my Too Many Lures video. So I'm gonna pull some out and see if I can get a response, but I'm definitely gonna throw that rat first. So I'm not going that far, so my seatbelt thing is gonna ding. I'm like a half a mile away from their driveway, so. But anyways, we're gonna get out there and see if we can't get on some fish. Stay tuned. Got two already, even though the one fell on the shoreline. Still, technically, I caught it, so it was out of the water. We'll get him. Hey guys, how about a crappie? On this little grub. Look at the black line on that fish. Pretty. Not target species, but there's some bass right down here near this culvert. I like to catch one or two of them. Seems like this little grub might be good for swimming too. He cranked it, guys. Man, look how deep that is. This grub is jammed today. Look at that. Deep, deep, deep. But they are hungry. What a pretty fish. Isn't that a pretty fish? Beautiful. Let's get him back in the water. Cranked it. Fish number 4. Let's see if there's another one hanging out down here. Right here at this culvert. He freaking smashed it. There's fish number 5, guys. I saw him swimming around and pitched it, let it fall slow, and smacked it right in the top of the mouth. Right where I want him. There we go, boys and girls. This one doesn't have a whole lot of color, but it's still a pretty fish. Get him back in the water. Peace. All right, guys, picked another one off. A little dinky dink. Pretty fish, though. Right here in this grass. Just swimming this little grub right above the grass line. Pretty fish. Man, they are slamming this thing. And I'm not fishing it. There's another one. I'm not fishing it slow either. Back to back, baby. That's how I like it. One fish right after another. Look at that. Choked it. And like I said, I'm not burning it, but I'm not swimming it slow. It's kind of a mix. Pretty fish. They are slamming this grub. It's ridiculous. Y'all, that last fish was way out there. It hit like way out here, out there in the middle. And they are not hitting it lightly. They are smoking this thing. Very, very simple presentation. Great choice of color for the water. There's a wake right out there. Like I said, I'm not fishing it slow and I'm not burning it. I'm just fishing it enough to get it moving in the water and to get that tail kicking. Because this is a pretty fat little grub, but it's got a good sized tail. So it looks a lot like a bluegill. So we're just going to give it a cast over here in the bushes. There's usually some that like to hang out over here in this bush area. So we're going to give it a few more casts, go collect my rod, and then we got to get rocking because I have something that I need to do. Yeah, we got to leave soon, but I am going to grab some water, get a drink of water, and we'll keep rocking. See if there's any more fish down here by this culvert. Maybe they came back. Oh, they did. That's a nice one. That's that big fish that I saw. There's a big one down there, folks. There's a big one. I think this would be an extremely effective rig on some rocks. Some flats. Some rock flats and drops. This looks like a little fish with its nose in the ground. The fish was right there. Had its nose right at my bait. Didn't take it. Well, here's the smallest one of the day. Little dinky dink. Pretty fish. All right. See if I can get one more nice one. And then I'm going to bounce. Yep. One just saw it. There's another one. Running it right along that ridge. Hold still. Right in the tongue. to back. I like it like that. And I don't even have to readjust the jig head or the trailer. It's awesome. This is pretty much probably the simplest rig that I have ever fished. Just a Ned rig head that I've clipped the weed guard off of and a little grub. And I will show you once I get back to the house what exactly I did to catch these mid-spawn, post-spawn fish. Maybe if you're stumped and you're having a hard time figuring out what to throw in some stained to clear water, or let me say murky, not stained. The water isn't stained, it's just murky, and it's a little darker than it normally is. Well, guys, last one of the day for now. I had this hook popped right out. I had one on a bed and it ripped the tail off, so I just threw another one on with no chartreuse, and that did the trick. It's awesome. Get them back in the water. Well, guys, my battery's about to die, but I caught quite a few at the last minute. I'm gonna go home, go to an event with my daughter and Heather, and then I'm going to finish up this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I had an awesome time today. All right, I think got everything here. What's going on, guys? After being out there on those ponds and catching some fish, a lot more than I expected. I was using a chatterbait to catch those bedfish, and I was completely unprepared. So I knew that I had some of these little jobs. Let's see if there's one more floating around in there. And what I know about bed fishing is anything that resembles a bluegill is what they are going to be looking for to keep off of their beds. So I'm going to show you what I was using and how I modified it to make it work for these extremely finicky pond fish that we're bedding. So I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. I've got some stuff to unbox as well, and we're going to get to it. So I hope you've enjoyed so far catching those fish that we caught today. Didn't really do much of an intro, didn't do much of an outro. I just got straight into the fishing because that front was coming in. I knew it was going to rain, so I wanted to get out there and be as quick and as efficient as I could. So I'm going to turn you around, turn you down so you can see what it is I was working with. Check it out. All right, so here's what I had. Just some clippers, Zoom, Fat Albert watermelon seeds. I'll take these out, and this is basically what they look like. Just a really, really simple fat-tailed grub. And that right there is what I was using. And what I did was, because I want to rig another one of these up, and I have more Ned rigs. So these are just really, really small Ned rig jigs. They're really hard to hold on to as well. You can keep this on to keep it weedless, or you can cut it off. And then it's got that tiny, tiny little weed guard, or bait catch. I don't even know if you can see that. But This is basically what I was using, this little setup, and all I did was, on the head of this jig, I snipped as close as I could taking that weed guard off. Could probably actually get a lot closer than that as well. So and then I angled this down. I angled this down because I'm going to use this as another way to hold that grub onto this. You see there's a weed guard right here. Right here, there's a weed guard. And then this that I bent down straight. And what I'm going to do is I want the curl of the tail up. And that's how I was swimming it. So that little tail is just kicking like crazy. And basically what I did was thread it on right down the middle, making sure that the tail is pointing up. I'm going to get it all the way around to about like that. So it makes a complete loop, and then making sure that it's straight. I'm going to pull it through, and I'm going to feed it on there, push it up, get it secured on the bottom side, then I'm going to pull it back and push it on to the top part. So, and if it's too high, you can always push those down, and then you can feed it right back up on there. It just helps it stay a little bit better. So basically you've got this grub, really, really small, really finesse, on this Fat Albert watermelon. So basically it's just a modified Ned rig. I dipped the tail in chartreuse, spike it, dip and glow. And I threw this thing on the beds, and y'all, they could not stay away from it. They were hammering this bait. Really, really simple. It's a lot simpler of a setup than I'm used to, but the funniest part is I was using a 7'4" medium heavy frog rod with 12-pound fluoro clear on a Lew's reel, and the rod was an Ardent Denny Brower and Lew's reel, and they just destroyed it. So that's basically what I did. These and these, modify it, and that's basically what I used the entire time. And the other cool thing is I was swimming it also, like a swim jig or like a little swim bait. And that when that tail is coming through the water and it's just kicking and doing all kinds of stuff, they were hammering this tiny little bait. So hopefully that is a good tip for you. I hope that if you try this, that you have success on it. If you try it and you do, leave a comment down and send a picture, and I'll give you a shout out. I like to know that what I'm doing is actually helping people catch more fish. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to get to these unboxings. Let's do it. So let's get down to it. I'm going to open up this stuff and you can see what I got. This is part 4 technically of the unboxing for the charger, onboard battery charger that I bought. Let's get to it. So basically, it's the same thing as the other one. I now have 2. This is really what I needed because I had one, now I have two. So now I can hook both of these up to the onboard battery charger that I have, and I can get this finished and mounted, and it will be good to go. I'm super excited about these, and I'm ready to get the boat back on the water and see how it does. So that's what I have for that one box. Now the other box, I ordered some reels from Ardent. I'm on their pro staff, and just got a box in. Open this bad boy up and see what we got. You excited? I'm excited. Okay. I'm gonna keep all this stuff. All right. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 reels. We have the Ardent Magnum 651. Pretty sweet. Really, really big, wide reel for swim baits, bigger baits, and this is going to be a really good reel to have for using deep diving cranks. All right, sorry about that, guys. My SD card was full up, so I had to switch. That's only the 32. It doesn't take long for them to fill up. So I went and bought another 64. They didn't have any 128s, or else I would have snagged that one. So we'll get back to the reels. So like I said, for bigger swim baits, for anything that involves a bait bigger than probably an ounce or 3/4 of an ounce is what I will be using this for. Like I said, big swim baits, big crank baits, anything that goes deeper than probably 13 feet, I will be using this reel for. Ardent Magnum 651. Cool. Next we have the Ardent Elite 531, specifically for cranking. Really, really nice, smooth reel. And there again, like I said, anything that has to do with shallow cranks, anything smaller than 10 feet relative to the depth, it's pretty sweet. So this one is the Ardent Apex Elite 531. Cool. And we have the Ardent Apex Pro 7.3-1. And if I'm not mistaken, Ardent is actually coming out with an 8 soon. I'm looking forward to that. Nice. Nice, smooth. 7.3-1. Really a nice, really smooth reel. 7.3-1. I love the red accents. It's a pretty sweet looking reel. It's got red accents here, here, there. You can see right there, right there, and then actually in the spool itself. So really happy to get these reels in, and happy to get them out on the water and see how they do. Thanks, Ardent, for letting me be a part of your team. Super stoked. And that's all I have for right now, guys. Looking forward to using these bad boys out there as well. So thanks for watching again. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel Partner subscriber giveaway. Ardent spinning reel, Slime Donkeys limited edition t-shirt, and some favorite baits of mine. I might even throw this in. This is a sweet rig. Don't forget, live long, love hard, catch fish. We out.